Hey guys, I'm Leon and welcome back to another speed build, and today I'm back building another home inside of The Sims 4, of course. Today I'm back with in Oasis Springs. So yeah, it's a good time. I didn't build in Oasis Springs in quite a while, so I decided to go back into it, and also since I kind of missed the desertish world which has some lush green areas and then everything else is surrounded by sand. I kind of missed that, so that's why I decided to go back. Also, this house kind of fits into Oasis Springs, which is a really nice. It kind of matches the whole theme. Not necessarily the style of homes inside of the Oasis Springs, but it definitely does look really nice because it has a lush grass around it and then desertish environment that's a bit further away. So I thought that's pretty much where I have to build this house. So a little bit about the house. It has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, I think it has 1 bathroom. Yeah. So it has 1 bathroom. It also has a backyard. It has a gym as well. The current room you see me kind of tweaking and putting together, that's where the gym will be. It also has a nice pool in the backyard, which doesn't look like this. I'll tweak it, I'll make it look a little bit better as we go along in the video. And also a little note just before we go any further into the video, the downstairs area which I furnished, unfortunately was not recorded because I'm an idiot. I thought I was recording it, but I was actually... There are actually 2 buttons. There's one button under the start recording button on OBS, which says preview stream, and I accidentally clicked preview stream instead of start recording, and I thought I was recording, but then later I noticed that I was just previewing the entire thing and didn't record anything, pretty much. And I didn't record a single thing, and I was so upset. But unfortunately, there was no going back. I could either continue or I could just delete everything and start over, which wasn't really an option because I would politely decline that. Because I definitely wasn't feeling like going to refurnish the whole thing because it did so much. But it does look it does look really nice and decent downstairs. I will talk about it after we see the furnished version, which will be just in like a second because there's really no footage whatsoever of the furnishing, which is a little bit upsetting, but that's just how things are. And now here, the initial idea was that I would have a pool on the ground, but then I decided I would put it on the deck, on the patio, so it would be a little bit more on a higher level. But just so I didn't have to put any stairs or ladders for Sims to go to the pool, they could just jump into it because it's on the exact same level as the patio in the backyard is. But I decided to get rid of that in the future. First, I kept it for I think about a little while, but then I decided it was a stupid idea and it didn't really work. So I will be getting rid of that shortly, later in the video, of course. Now, as for this part, I was just putting some, guess, roofing. Is that a roof? It's not really. It's sort of like a deck roof. But anyway, this is the first time in ever since I used the curved fences, or I guess curved rooms, however they're really called. And also you will see me here that I will be adding sort of skylights on it. It really It produces really nice shadows in the end. You'll see these in the screenshots at the end of the video. And also this house also does have a lot, and by a lot I mean just maybe a little bit too much windows. So you will see me putting a lot of windows. So this is something that's a big factor in this house. So if you prefer privacy over, I guess, window quantity, then this house is not gonna be for you, unfortunately, because it has a lot of windows. So get prepared for that. Downstairs, the area I was downstairs before was the kitchen and a dining room. Although it's a sort of a dining room because it's all like just one area. It just has a flyover into the dining room thing, so it's not really an actual dining room because it's not closed in. And also I added this separation wall over the roof. I decided that would be really nice. Now I was thinking about doing this with a half wall just to make it a little bit shorter, but unfortunately there wasn't a perfect half wall height that would be appropriate with the roof height. So I decided to just go with the flow, just add in the full height wall, and that's pretty much what happened at the end. Also, it's not all fully covered by roof, these are just some pieces. The outline is flat. This is something I thought would be nice to keep. It definitely does give a little a nice touch to it. And also the deck on the roof and the roof itself will be black, as you can see right now, or really dark gray, as well as these sort of accent bits which produce nice shadows when the sun is over them, which is really cool. I sort of wanted to make white roofs just to sort of make a bigger contrast in between the deck and the actual roof, but that didn't happen because the white roof looks horrible. It looks hideous. It's horrible. I just didn't really know what to think when I added it in. I was like, that just doesn't look good at all. And so here we are. I first meant to go with the exposed brick, but instead I chose the exposed stone. It's not brick, it's stone. It's different, guys. Come on. And I think this looks way better than exposed brick. It's definitely more... I was about to say it's definitely more dynamic, but the way the thing I was trying to say was that it doesn't look repetitive. The texture of it is not really repeating itself that much. It does have a little bit more different parts of it that are different. So it has different sized stone, which is really nice. And also upstairs, this is really cool that I did. I also added first I went with the normal traditional 90-degree angle balcony, but instead later, as you can see as I'm doing it right now, I decided to do a curved deck or curved balcony at the top, which I thought looked really nice. This is something I wanted to do for a while, but as you can see it was giving me some trouble. I just couldn't figure it out properly, and yeah, there are some glitches, but I did manage to solve them, which is good. But one small, minor issue: light doesn't travel through the floors. So this is something you'll see if you see the light cut off on the bottom floor. That's because light just doesn't travel through it. It's a glitch that EA still didn't fix. I'm still waiting on that fix because that's been here for a long time, and the reason why that's a problem is because the top roof, what causes that glitch is if the top roof covers more than one room. If it covers, let's say, another room that doesn't have the split level or whatever, it won't let the light travel through, which is a weird glitch. I don't know why it does that, but I do know that that glitch was there since even before I created the luxury mansion. That's first where I started noticing that glitch. It was really annoying. It took me around half an hour to figure it out, but unfortunately it's still here after 5 updates since the luxury mansion. It's still here, and I'm still waiting on the fix, EA. So better wake up and fix it, because I'm getting really annoyed by it. So this area here will be a living room and the what's it called? The living room, that's right. I guess now it would be a perfect time to talk about the bottom floor, since we are about to cut into the furnished part. Unfortunately, anyway, it has an L-shaped couch, which I started doing much more often because it looks really nice. And also it has a bar. Now originally this top place here, where you'll see a bar in just a couple of seconds, for short seconds, you can see here this bar wasn't really, I didn't plan to put a bar there. I meant to put a fireplace, which is really nice. It looked really nice, I guess, for the living room and the rest of the area downstairs. But then I decided to put a bar, but it didn't really fit with the fireplace, so the fireplace just didn't work. So I decided to chuck it away and put a really nice waterfall behind it. But what's really cool about this waterfall is that behind that waterfall is an atrium, which is really cool. It has indoor plants, and it's all surrounded by glass windows, obviously. And it looks really nice. It definitely does bring a whole new level of nature inside of the house, which I thought would look really nice. And another cool thing about this, behind that atrium is the gym, so you can actually see to the gym from the living room all through, and through the waterfall. I think it looks really, really nice. Definitely one of the most, I guess, one of the most favorite living rooms that have those type of features that I ever built, which is really nice. This is the master bedroom upstairs. I went again with the exposed stone, and this time I went with the more darker-ish color. I went with the dark brown color inside, just because it's some place where you would want to sleep, and what better way to fall asleep than by having darker colors inside of the room, which help you fall asleep a little bit more. And also there is a gigantic walk-in closet, and on either side of this closet you'll see there's sort of the inner pieces that are sort of meant to be the part of the closet, but they're open. They don't have any doors that you have to open to reach the items that are inside. Instead, you just have these shelves in these corners inside, which I thought would look really nice. Mainly because I didn't really know what to put in it, so I decided let's chuck that inside, and that would look really nice. Also, since this was a little bit off the center, I decided to put a mirror on the right side, because you can check out how you look when you try different styles and if that really fits. And these are the shelves that I was talking about before, and also there's a shoe rack under everything. So it's just a really nice room, I think. It looks really nice. And also I added, speaking of shelves, I also added shelves around the outer piece of this house. So the front piece, second story, will have these shelves, which not only cast really nice shadows when the sun is shining through, but also do bring a nice level of privacy. So curtains aren't really necessary in this room because you have these shelves that cover it mostly, but I still added them in just to bring some more detail into the whole thing. And now the original idea here was to also have a double bedroom, but you do have the double bedroom, but it's not like a double bed as one bed where two Sims can sleep in. I mean it as two beds separately. So, and also this one is blue instead of brown. I thought I would mix that up a little bit here, and also it has a walk-in closet as well, so that's nice. It also has a normal wardrobe here in between the beds, which I thought would look really, really cool. And here, this is sort of the desk area, and also there will be a fully functional office as well. This is something that I will think about later in the video, because I wasn't really thinking about making a separate office room, but then at the end, when I decided I didn't really have any idea for the room that was right behind this bedroom, I decided to chuck in a fully functional office, because that's the only thing that could actually fit, and the gym is downstairs right under it, which is just a huge plus. So here I'm adding a bookcase, and we're gonna jump, I think, into the office, and I have to I have to take a drink, so I'll be quiet for a second. And I'm back. It's like I never left in the first place. So here I'm just choosing the curtains, and I will be expanding that throughout the entire house. You'll see, not really necessary, but I still added it in because I'm a freaking curtain freak, I guess, or curtain, what's it called? I'm obsessed by curtains, I guess. You could call it like that. This is the master bathroom / the only bathroom in this entire house. and it also has exposed stone, and I think it has lots of it. This is the room that has the most exposed stone inside, which is really nice. And also this bathtub will be on a diagonal. It won't be perfectly against the wall, which I thought would look really nice to sort of add different style to the bathroom, because normally I would just copy all the styles of the bathroom that I ever did, because I would normally not focus too much on the bathroom because it's not something that really interests me that much. So bathroom is just slips under the radar, so it just slips. And here's the toilet, just rotating at 360, no problem, and adding down a couple of clutter based items, adding a not the trash can, but the clothes can. So yeah, it's unfortunately you cannot do laundry in Sims 4, so these items are kind of useless. That's why they're called clutter items, first of all. But I do wish that laundry comes back. I'm normally a person that hates laundry inside of The Sims 3. But it was a really nice touch, and definitely I really love the idea of having a separate room for like laundry and everything, like washing machines and a dryer and all that stuff. It was definitely a really nice feature inside of the game. Nothing that I would use often, but it's something still that it would be nice to have in a game. It would be nice to see that EA actually cares about this, but unfortunately they don't. Anyway, this is the office, which looks really nice because it has all three walls covered by windows, so it's pretty much a curtain of windows. And again, it's a curtain of windows which will be also covered by a curtain of cloth, pretty much. I don't know what, if I think about it right now, I wouldn't add curtains inside of the office. I think that's really useless and just a little bit too much detail for that small room, but that's just how good I am. And next up, I think we're gonna go downstairs into the gym. my voice broke there. I don't know what happened. And pretty much. Now let's talk about a little bit for the back patio. I want to find a screenshot for it so I can kind of commentate over it. Oh, here we go. So you will also notice after this entrance piece is done, we're gonna go back into the gym and we're gonna actually finish it. Now, one smaller problem is that this gym does have a outdoor sort of patio, but you can't really go anywhere further than that, because you can't even go to the pool because it's on a higher level than a pool. It's just meant to be there for relaxing or whatever. Now, the initial idea was that this would be where the gym is, that room would be a bedroom, and that was why I chose to have a patio, that this exclusive patio, if you want to call it like that, this bedroom would have. But unfortunately, I think I already had just enough bedrooms. If I had put a bedroom down here, I think that would be just too much for this house. Because it's a small house and the last thing you need is bajillion rooms. Like my luxury mansion. I think it had 8 bedrooms, I think, or 6, I'm not sure. But either way, there were too many rooms. There were a lot of guest bedrooms, so that was good. Also added in a locker, the dark black lockers there in the corner. This is where you would, I don't know, maybe keep your gym clothes or whatever. And also you have the nice atrium there, which seeks through, which is really nice. So definitely does bring a really nice level of detail into the gym. Not only the gym, but the main living room area as well. Next to this punching bag, I will add mirrors as well. So not only you're surrounded by curtains of windows, but you're also now surrounded by curtains of mirrors, which is maybe a little bit too much, but you know, but just add in as much stuff as I can. Even if it's cramped, I'm still gonna add that in. And also, one thing you probably did notice is I didn't add too much plants in these rooms, so that's because of the atrium. I think that brings enough nature inside of the house that just didn't really focus on anything else at that time, pretty much. Here I tried to fit as much as I could on the top, because why not? And this is another seating area on the second floor landing corner type thing. So yeah, it's a thing. And a couple of books down there, so your Sims might read them while they're waiting for someone. I don't know why would they be waiting upstairs when they have a beautiful patio in the backyard and a gorgeous living room with an atrium and a waterfall and a bar. So if you ask me, I would rather sit and wait downstairs, because that's just the way things are. I really don't see the point of sitting upstairs and just looking into nothingness. And here I am back at the back patio, and I will be lowering down the pool. So there was a glitch with the stroke outside, so I fixed that quickly. So I decided to put it on the lower level, so your Sims still have to walk down, but I do add stairs, so that's not gonna be a problem. So you'll see, I have to stop saying so. I have a feeling I'm saying that a little bit too much. Yeah, oh well. So, I will be adding stairs, I already did that. And I'm lighting up the pool, which is pretty nice. And that's pretty much all for the pool. I think I did change the color. I don't remember. I think I did, yeah. I did change the color to a little bit more, I guess, aqua-ish blue, so it's not really translucent that much. It's much stronger blue. I thought that would look really nice. And also going with a nice wooden flooring around the pool as well, which I will change to dark wooden floor, because I thought, you know what, maybe some difference is necessary, and that's pretty much what happened. Here I was going with some sort of a fence at the backyard. Now I will be swapping places between this stone and the glass piece, so they will switch places, because I thought there was a little bit too much glass. And it only has this back piece. The only actual fence is this back piece, so it doesn't go all around the room or around the house, or like just the backyard. It's just at the backyard, the last part, just one huge wall. That's it. Because I couldn't really fit too much of fence at the backyard, because it was already getting a little bit too cramped. Here, this is the back patio that I constantly talk about, and this is the place where you could invite your Sims over, have a nice, I don't know, invite them for brunch, I guess. You could invite them for that. Also, there's a nice barbecue. I went with the smallest things I could find, because there's really not much space here. So, I just, because, and so you can only do so much with that space, that there's just nothing else to put, pretty much. And also, there will be a lot of flower beds as well. This is something I frequently do in my builds. It looks really nice. And also they'll be surrounded with rocks as well, which looks really nice. This is a really big flower bed here, because I didn't want to keep this thing really plain, because you have huge windows inside of the house which look over that plain thing, and the last thing you want to see is nothing. So if you have these huge windows, minus you'll have a nice flower bed here. So yeah, which I will later outline with rocks to sort of add a nice level of detail. It's a huge flower bed, just look at it. I tried to chuck in as much as I could, and that's pretty much it for this speed build. So I'm just figuring things out here, trying to put nice rocks. I went with different style rocks, so it doesn't look the same. And just putting dirt under palm trees and under flower beds. This is a little bit more less cramped flower bed, which I thought looked really nice, and a nice walk path towards the entrance for the house. And that's pretty much it. I always end my commentary a little too soon, just a little too soon. But That's just how good I am, pretty much. Just trying to figure out what to put on either side of this, the path, but then I decided to put a really nice fence, which is a nice small fence, which is about the same size as the foundation, which I thought would look really nice if the foundation could continue with the exact same height with fences. And here I will be trying to go with half walls, but it just did not work, and I decided to not deal with them. And just putting some lights around this, and also we'll be putting these flat lights instead of these taller lights to sort of keep the exact same thing and the theme across the house. And that's pretty much it. And I have to take another drink because I didn't do that in quite a while. We're about to be done, so adding some lights on the patio, and also this time here. One thing that I meant to put here, where the back patio is for the gym, is I meant to put the lounge chairs, but unfortunately Sims 4 still doesn't have those. I don't know how many stuff packs there are. 8 stuff packs for Sims 4, and none of them have not even one lounge chair, which is a little bit sad to think about. So, yeah. Anyway, this is the living room that we just skipped quickly. I wish I took a picture of the waterfall, but I did. They're also available on the Google Drive, which will be linked in the description, as well as the download link for this house. You can check that out by clicking on the gallery link below and downloading them straight to your game. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and don't forget to leave a comment below telling me what you think about this video. Also, consider supporting me by clicking the beautiful subscribe button below, and share this video with your friends on social media. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Whoops, I hit my microphone because I do that every once in a while. I'm Leon, and happy simming.